What's up YouTube? Today we are going over negative numbers. Before we start, I want you to give the likey a swipey and sub to Maths FYP. The big thing that we need to understand for negative numbers is the idea of the light switch. Right now the light switch is on, we can see the negative number sign. But as soon as the light goes off, we can't see the negative number sign anymore. So light switch on, we can see the negative number sign. Light switch off, we can't. So 3 times minus 2 times 1 equals. We're going to start it like normal. 3 times 2 times 1. So we solve it like we normally would, imagining there are no negative numbers at all. 3 stays as 3. Minus 2, we want no negative numbers. That's just going to become 2. 1 stays as 1. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 1 is still 6. That seems simple enough, but what does that have to do with the light switch? Well, right now, can we see the negative number sign here? No. So the light switch must be off. Right now, the light switch is off because we can't see the negative number sign. When the light switch is on, we'll be able to see it, but right now it's off, we can't see it. What we do is we compare the original question with our new question. Every single time that there is something different, we flick the light switch. So 3 and 3, they're the same. We're not going to flick our light switch yet. Minus 2 and 2, they're different. So we're going to flick our light switch. It was off, we flicked it, so now it's going to be on. When the light switch is on, we can see the negative number sign. So now our answer is minus 6. 1 and 1, they're the same. So are we going to flick it? No. When the number is the same, don't flick the switch. You only flick it when something's different. 3 and 3, don't flick it. 1 and 1, don't flick it. Minus 2 and 2, they're different. Flick the switch. So 3 times minus 2 times 1, solve it normally. 3 times 2 times 1 will just get 6. Spot the difference. 3 and 3, they're the same. Don't flick it. Minus 2 and 2 are different. Flick the switch. So now it's on. So now we can see it's minus 6. We can see the negative number sign now because the light is on. 1 and 1 are the same, don't flick it anymore. So our final answer, 3 times minus 2 times 1, it's going to be minus 6. A bit confusing, but let's go over a few more examples. Minus 5 times 1 times 1 times minus 1. Our first step, we know, write it out normally. 5 times 1 times 1 times 1. 5 times 1 is 5. Times 1 again, it's still 5. Times 1 again, it's still going to be 5. So our answer is 5. And now we look at flicking switches. At the moment, the switch is off. I can't see a negative number sign there. Minus 5 and 5 are different. We flick the switch once, so our negative number sign becomes visible. 1 and 1 are the same, so it's going to stay on. 1 and 1 are the same, so it's going to stay on. Minus 1 and 1 are different. We flick the switch off. Our final answer is 5. Another example. First step, we write it out like normal. So we do 10 times 2 times 3 times 1. 10 times 2 is 20, times 3 is 60, times 1 it's still going to be 60. Minus 10 and 10, with their difference, the switch is going to flick on. 2 and 2 are the same, so we're going to keep it on. Minus 3 and 3 are different, so now we're switching it off. Minus 1 and 1 are different, so now we're switching it on. So our final answer, minus 60. We're going to do another example. Okay, our first step, you write it out like normal. 5 times 3 times 2 times 1 times 1. Our answer, 5 times 3 is 15, times 2 is 30, times 1 it's still 30, times 1 it's still 30. Our answer is going to be 30. At the moment, is the switch on or off? Well, I can't see the minus sign, so the switch is off. At the moment, minus 5 and 5 are different, so we're going to flick it on. 3 and 3 are the same, so it's going to stay on. Minus 2 and 2 are different, so it's going to switch off. Minus 1 and 1 are different, so it's going to switch back on. 1 and 1 are the same, so it's going to stay on. If it stays on, you put in your minus sign. When the switch is on, you can see this light up. You can see your negative number sign, your minus sign light up, and so your answer is going to be negative. If at the end your switch is on, your answer is negative. If at the end your switch is off, your answer is positive. One more time. So this is the kind of question you're probably going to be getting. This example here, look at how much easier it is than the ones that we've been doing. You can do this really easily because this method, as I said earlier, is absolutely ridiculous. Minus 2 times minus 3. Well, first step, write it out like normal. 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Minus 2 and 2 are different, switches on. Minus 3 and 3 are different, switches off. When it's off, it stays off. You can't see it. Imagine it's a light switch. When it's off, you can't see it. When it's on, you can. So minus 2 times minus 3, our answer's just going to be 6. That's how we do negative numbers using the best method you're ever going to see. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.